How's it going, everybody? Hatcher Sits here, back in another video. So it's mail day. Wanted to show some of the things I've been buying, and honestly, I've really just been focusing on one thing as far as like past sets with One Piece goes. I've been huge fan of the super pre-releases. I think they are incredibly slept on. I don't mean this as like a pump video or anything like that. I've been selling these cards and grading them for years. And, I feel like they're still affordable. And even in my store, I think they're affordable. Most of these cards are, they're 30, 40, $50. Some of the Nami and everything has gone up quite a bit lately, and the alt art leaders and everything. But so one thing we bought a first edition sealed deck. So I have a bunch of these in storage, but I went ahead about a month, probably about the last month, and these just really spiked. You could have got these for $200 and that for $100 up until like a couple weeks ago. So we got that. We got a straw hat one. We have another order here. Let's see what's in this one. So this is two more straw hat decks. So I like to check them out and everything. Make sure, I hate to say it, but I feel like you could take the tape off of these and put junk in them. So make sure you're buying these from reputable sellers. Unfortunately, probably the cheapest one I've seen on TCGPlayer. I actually just bought one the other day in this order. I'll show you in a second. It was $700, and I even felt that it was a good deal just because of what all is inside these. And then you got two more straw hat ones, so that was $5, and then we have a full set we got. So we got one of each Croc, 7 Warlords. We got Animal Kingdom Pirates. You got the Worst Generation, and then you got the Straw Hat Crew there. So 4 of those, and then the last one is So I think I have one more of these coming in the mail. I want to say it's a Kaido deck. It's a Animal Pirates deck, but so we got 2 more, and I need to really make sure. Okay, these are actually, I like that they put them in these little baggies. That's really awesome. But I want to get some protectors for these. They sell them online, but they're over in Germany, and they're like $20 a piece, which isn't bad. It's a little like acrylic case for them. Actually, that is kind of expensive now that I think about it. I don't think they should be more than like $5 or $10. But I'm not buying them right now because shipping is too high. But I would like to have some of the nicer, mintier ones protected. But so yeah. This has added quite a bit to our collection. I'll probably open up 2 of the straw hat ones of these and send them into PSA to get graded. I'll show you why in a second. Yeah, so we got, I have at least double this in storage as well. I just feel like these are just their first edition. These came out before Romance Dawn, like a full 2 months before. This is the first One Piece TCG cards. Like everybody says, okay, yeah, and I have a lot of pre-errata stuff from OP01. I have several steel cases still, but for me, this is the first set. Now, that isn't to say I'm not saying this is better than Romance Dawn. I think Romance Dawn is iconic. That's like, I would kind of equate it to how like maybe Yu-Gi-Oh would be. Maybe it's Yu-Gi-Oh! I don't know. Like, I think Yu-Gi-Oh! Had the Kaido and Yugi decks that had the Dark Magician and the Legend of the Blue Eyes White Dragon, maybe. And then you also had the Legend of Blue Eyes, like, first edition. Maybe that would be in... like, somebody probably knows more about Yu-Gi-Oh! Than me. But, so anyway... Not trying to pump or anything, but I feel like the super pre-release stuff is just about to just go bonkers. And I actually have noticed that, people have been buying out the cards in my store like crazy. You have here the super pre-releases. So they're alt art leaders. So this one's different than the one in the regular starter deck set. So you got Useless Kid, you got Croc, you got Kaido, and Luffy. Luffy's gone crazy lately. I think the last one I saw on eBay sold for like 1,500. I only have this one's in my PC and this one is on eBay right now, but I have it sitting at like 3,000. I don't really want to sell it, but if somebody wants it bad enough, there you go. And then we have this has really gone up. You get 2 of these per. So you got to look at this. Even if you spent I think this one was 700. So $700, you get this graded. That's $1,500. You just doubled your money right there on one card. And then, the Luffy, I think the last one of this I sold for around 100. Zoro sells for around 70, 80, which actually I might put one of these in the store. I have duplicates. And then just for my personal collection, I like to have so I got the full set. You got Usopp. You got Karu. Karu doesn't sell very well, so I didn't get I have a ton of him, but not in a PSA 10 because it just doesn't sell. You got Sanji. We got Jinbei. Another Jinbei. So I have the entire Straw Hat deck here with Chopper. You got Nami here, which I'll probably pull one of those out and put one in the store. Oh, I got 4 of those. Jeez. Okay. The Nami has been selling for $80, $90 lately. That's gone up significantly. I was selling those for a year ago for people could pick them up for $40. Most of these cards I was selling for $30 for a PSA 10. Because that was back when grading costs were about $13 a card. Now grading costs are $20 a card, and people are always just why are you charging $40? I'm like, well, it's my time sending it in. I have to pay $20 to get it. Well, $18.99, but and then they're like, well, it's a $5 card. Why are you charging $40? And I'm like, well, I have costs too. It's not yeah, I don't understand that. I guess people just want to complain. It's got Nico Robin, bunch of those here. Vivi doesn't really sell very well. I think a lot of it probably has to do with the art there. But it is what it is. I have a ton of her in the store. You got Frankie, Radical Beam, Brooke. Brooke is actually only 2 in the set. It's one of the few cards that there's only 2 of. That's not one of the supers. So it's actually kind of rare. And that was actually quite playable when the super pre-release came out. You got Guard Point here. It was a really nice counter. Then you have Gum Gum Jet Pistol. Got a couple of those. Diable Jambe. We got the 1,000 Sunny here, which the event and the event cards and the so the stage and event cards are only 2 per box as well. So you only get 2 each of the 1,000 Sunny, and then Guard Point and Gum Gum and Diablo Jambe. These are actually really tough to grade. I probably sent about 20 of these in at one time, and I did not get very many 10s. So it was a 50-50 shot. I think it's because of all the black and everything, maybe. I don't know. But then we get into some of the other stuff. We got some Law. That's gone pretty crazy lately. There's a guy that Trafalgar Law is his favorite character. He's on YouTube. He's an influencer, and he bought it, and I think the price just I think these are going for $100 now. This is an awesome card. I remember playing this in my Useless Captain Kidd deck, which was my first deck that I played. It was kind of cool. We got Croc from Super Pre-Release. You got Doflamingo, Law again, Buggy. These are all the 7 Warlords and Boa Hancock. So, the art on a lot of these is pretty nice, I think. But, it is what it is. But anyway, so that's what I've been kind of into lately. Everything else has just gone absolutely nuts. I, full disclosure, did not ever buy the Gear 5 manga Luffy. So I was kind of waiting on that thing, and I waited too long, and it just shot up, and now they're like 10 grand in a PSA 10, which is absolutely nuts. But so anyway, I still say if you can find these at a decent price, I think these are really good collectible to have. I feel like they're just slept on, which is crazy to say considering the Strawhead deck has gone up to $700-800. But if you look at the value of what's in it, it's pretty insane. So I'll probably be opening up a few. I really don't want to, but there's just really good value in there, getting them graded and everything. So anyways, that's a real quick video. Just wanted to show what I've been buying. And I'll please like and subscribe. Comment below. Tell me what you think. What have you been buying? And I'll see y'all in the next video. Bye.